by surprise. And
Yo, Justus?
On paper, you wouldn't ever think they could compete with like a team like OpTic Gaming, but yet they can, and they most probably will.
Oh, they definitely can. I would never count Justus out of the series one bit. I think, Enable...
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Madchat. I'm live streaming the OpTic versus Justus match.
One of the most underrated players.
Let's see what they can do, okay?
Always been extremely consistent.
Obviously, we all want OpTic to win, but these are two really good teams, so I'm expecting a game 5.
I think he can really do great things this year.
Let's see what happens.
I'm expecting big things for Enable, I really am.
Leave a like, tune into the live stream, watch the whole thing, obviously, to see what happens, and
I just feel
you
like
guys enjoy.
Because obviously Formal, for any of you that are unaware, the first player to ever win a championship on both Halo and Call of Duty. Enable obviously has won multiple on Halo, but he never managed to get it on Call of Duty, so he's still chasing that. And I think that's kind of in the back of his mind sometimes when he thinks about Formal.
Oh, absolutely. That's a little bit of a storyline right there in itself. So you see on your screen, you have the Twitter poll, hashtag OpTic Gaming, hashtag Justus. Tweet with the hashtag MLG AW Open for a chance to win. And, Benson, I got to get your predictions going into this series.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that.
I was going to put you on the spot first.
Do that. I think it depends which OpTic Gaming have stepped into that.
Yeah.
If we see the OpTic Gaming where we see, the explosive Scumpii, Crim and Formal both playing very well, then every single respawn should fall that way. S&D, though, Justus should take. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
For me personally, the entire series for OpTic Gaming is map 1. They cannot afford to drop this hard point. If they are going to come out and not really get things rolling right away in this hard point, they're going to drop that. I think that's going to prove for them, be pretty dastardly in the series.
Yeah, they need that momentum, I feel, and they need a little bit of hype. Obviously, it is pretty late here.
Yeah,
in America, it's 12:30. Crowd getting a bit loud. That's what we like to hear here in Columbus. Making some noise. As we said, it's late, but everyone's still waiting up for this game. And honestly, this tournament has been full of amazing plays. We've had some awesome matches, and to be honest, this is not going to disappoint.
No, the last 2 matches we just saw were absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, my Lord.
This match has all the makings to be, even better.
Yeah, I honestly think it will be even better, to be honest with you. And I want to kick things off on board with Mr. Scumpii. He's a player who we've talked a little bit about, and obviously he isn't dropping such high numbers as he used to be, but that's just simply because he's teaming with Crim and Formal. No one's going to keep dropping that many high kills when you're teaming with 2 players like that.
Yeah, there are only so many kills on the map to be able to get, so Scum obviously, conceding some of those to Crim and Formal for the betterment of the team.
Yep, and he's already off to a great start. That's 2 kills in quick succession for Scumpii. Sadly, he is going to go down. You actually have Classic, who's on that hill, but Crim jumps in. He immediately gets control. He's 3-0 as well off the break, and this is a good early sign here for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, right off the break, Justus pushed the hill pretty hard, and you don't really see that too often on this first hard point on Detroit. This is a map where you kind of fight for that scrap time, really focus on getting that spawn for the next hill. The next hill's one of the ones in those back rooms that you can lock down because there's only 2 or 3 entrances.
Right. Meanwhile, Slack's still on that hill. He's 4-1. Let's have a look at his perspective as he tries to fight off the green wall from challenging. You can see that one player is going to be Nadeshot, who's trying to fight for it. But look at this lead already. We see the kills coming in for OpTic Gaming. You've got 6-2 Crim. You've got a 4-3 Scump. But it's 41-5 off that first hill.
Yeah,
that is an obscene amount for that first hill.
Right, but Justus is going to take all that time. They're not going to send anybody on that rotation. You see one player from OpTic Gaming all the way in the back, and he's going to hold that spawn so that they can keep flooding into this hill. You see in the COD vision that players from OpTic keep flooding in there, but Justus, they are going to break this hill, Benson, because they are pushing through the back, and they're also getting pressure in the front. And you see right there, Slack's able to get control of this hill.
Slack was on a 7 streak before finally getting shut down. You have Crim6 on the hill for OpTic Gaming. Machilla's coming in from behind. He's going to pick that up. OpTic Gaming were able to reduce that deficit, but it is still a deficit. Nadeshot, though, going big on that hill, picking up 2 kills. Had some help from Formal as well. And there's 3 plays from OpTic actually on there. No one really watching that backside, and they may actually lose control of those spawns if they aren't careful, and that's exactly what has happened. Mochilla coming in from behind, 10-9. He's going to be lying on that hit.
Yeah, OpTic did get some good time right there, but you see 3 straight kills in your feed from Mochilla, and it looks like the players from Justus are going to start working over towards getting this garage area locked down. Me and Ray talking on analysis before, this is one of the most important spawns to hold down because you can take a full 60 seconds if you can get that ramp spawn in garage.
Formal starting off pretty slow for his standards. 6-10 right now, but Scumpii's going to be on that hill. He goes down. Crim6, he's down as well. That's going to leave Nadeshot coming from around the outside, and he just got the power punch from Enable. Formal once again trying to push back on towards the hill. Can he find anyone? Yes, he can on the stairs, but he's not going to get it. Slack and Mochilla the duo on the hills right now. These guys putting up some big kills. I mean, Machilla has 14 and 10. He's on a 2 streak right now, and he also has 4 caps, Mr. X.
Yeah, you know, this is what you've seen out of Justus pretty much the entire time this team has been together. They just play so well together as a team. They just kind of mesh. You look at as 2 duos kind of forming together. You know,
right.
Machilla and Enable coming from Curse, and then you have Slacked and Classic coming from the Most Wanted team that had a great placing towards the end of Go. So not surprised to see this team have the success they're having.
Classic still on this hill, milking every last second. 98 to 38 on that rotation. That's a 60-point lead, and we still have 7 minutes still to play. No surprise here, Moch is going to be on that hill, and he's going to pick up a kill for his efforts. That was on Nature. One more player is going to challenge. That's Scumpii. He managed to pick that kill up, but there's still one more player. It's going to be Enable. He goes down, so Scumpii with a big break to his own.
Yeah, Scumpii with a huge break right there on that hill. I mean, if he doesn't break that right there, they're in trouble. I mean, because they just gave up Justus 60 points in that garage hill. OpTic really never got any control of that, never got any of the spawns. You see Formal right here on your screen. He's going to sit at this back trailer and watch this mid-street because you need to control that to keep spawning back there.
Enable still on this hill. He's picking up as many kills as he possibly can. He's going on 2 streak. Classic's on a 7 streak, by the way. He just went off on this hill, really playing very, very well. Speaking of Classic, let's have a look at his perspective. 17 and 12. Just before this game, before all the players went into soundproof booths, I had a conversation with him. He said, I am pumped up. I don't care how late it is. I am taking the fight to OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge series for Justus. I mean, a lot of people coming in have not really taken them seriously, to be honest, and I think they want to prove it to everybody, and I mean, even themselves, that they can hang with this OpTic Gaming team.
Right, that's who you have to get compared to now, I feel, when you, especially when you talk about slaying. It's always you're going to be compared to this team. And right now, Justus are going big. 141 points to 54. And still over 5.5 minutes. And Classic, he's going to be on the hill. He's on a 3 streak. Can he break it 4? No, he can't. He does go down. Machilla, though, that's his 21st kill of the game. And just look at that kill column right now. They're just being outslayed. It really is that simple. Yeah, they're getting outslayed, but one thing I want to point out is you just saw right there, Classic, he was in the hill. He actually went down, and then you saw Machilla right there to clean it up. You know, when Machilla gets that kill, there's nobody to trade that from OpTic Gaming. They're not really running anywhere together. They're just kind of running at the hill one by one. They're going to need to wait for their teammates and get together to make a few good pushes instead of trying to do all this one-on-one work. Yeah, this lead is starting to get extremely out of hand. 174 to 55, and it's just going to still growing as Slack is picking up that scrap time. The hardpoint is about to rotate. And you're going to have Scumpii already in there, but again, immediately broken. Machilla and Classic, you pretty much just nailed it, Matt. You're saying you need to push it as a team. That's exactly what Justus are doing. They're always pushing 2 or 3 people on the hardpoint every time. OpTic Gaming just sending 1 player. Yeah, so you notice the way Justus plays hardpoint is they flood that anchor spot right away if they don't get there. So what they do is they force that spawn for their team, and then they flood the hill together, and they take the rest of that time. If they get there early enough, they'll have 1 player at the anchor, and they'll play pretty much to try and push out from the hill. But, you know, they just have their hardpoint game down so well right now. They really do. The rotation's on point. They're already at 200. This is going to be a 100-point club in hardpoint against OpTic Gaming. That's scary. If you told me before this event that was going to happen, I would have called you delusional. Yeah, I mean, it's still very early in this hardpoint game. I mean, we were at the first hill, the second rotations of hills. But, you know, I mean, it is... They're at 200 points. Yeah, I know. It is heading towards that way. I mean, it is very scary. I mean, this Justus team is so well-rounded, too. You see nobody really standing out too much in that kill column. You know, everyone all the same. Even. Yeah. 26, 26, 24, 24. Like, everyone is doing a fair share of things. Obviously, you look at the capture column, Machilla leads that with 9 because he's always the player that's first to go off on the rotation. You've got Classic and Enable, they're both on 5, and Slacked, of course, on 3. I'm going to bring up the scoreboard, and you can see the defend column. Classic's with 4, you've got Machilla with 2, and also Slacked with 2. Everyone else really on 1. Scump as well with 2. They don't really have an OBJ player when you really look at their roster. They don't have somebody who's really, you know, been known to play that objective role well. They kind of all just flood the hill together and do it together. Yep, and that's been the key to success for them on hardpoint Detroit. Of course, it isn't over yet, but considering they only need 25 points left, Matt, you have to kind of assume at this point that it's just not going to happen. Again, look at that slaying column. You got Formal 15 and 31. Yeah, just let that sink in. That's a rough one. We'll see. OpTic's going to have to give up the rest of this time on this hill to get towards Garage. You see 3 of their players on that rotation. The big gun battle is going to go down their spawn. They're going to win that. I believe that was Crim6 on Machilla, so they're going to be able to get the spawn for this hill. 7 points is all Justus need. There's still 2.5 minutes, and over 2.5 minutes left, and look how easy that hill was just broken there. Machilla just slides in, picks up their kill, and so close to being over. Classic is there. That's going to be game. He wins this gunfight, and there it is. Wow. a 100-point club. And look at that booth right there from Justus. They're loud, they're pumped up, and Abel's got a big old smile on his face, and rightfully so, because they just picked OpTic Gaming apart.
Yeah, I mean, I did not see that one coming. I thought, you know, the hardpoint would be pretty closely contested. I thought you could go either way, but for that game to come out, I think that's a game that OpTic, that they just kind of have to throw away. At that point, it's just kind of whatever.
Yeah,
let's
forget
just move
about
on
that.
to search and
You're
destroy.
move on to search and destroy, but you know, as we both said, we feel that OpTic Gaming needed to win that first map. Unfortunately, they didn't, which means it's going to go over to a search and destroy. Something they haven't looked too strong at here at Columbus.
Now they haven't looked too strong on search and destroy, and that's going to make this map even more important after dropping that hardpoint pretty bad.
Exactly that. Map number 2 coming after this quick commercial break.
My Mac is great. It's so delightful.
So's my Surface. It's just as powerful.
It's got a touchscreen I see.
And a pen for me.
I think I like your Surface Pro 3. No, seriously, where can I get one?
Yo guys, some words of advice. Anyone would like to tweet OpTic, that would be nice. That actually rhymed, bro. That was cool. Okay, so drop formal. Formal sucks, okay? Everyone tweet Nate out. Thank you.
Shape Up, games that get you fit. Rated E for everyone. Xbox One, now $50 off. Rated M for mature.
For centuries, my countrymen have suffered. The people cry out for liberty. The time has come for revolution, to unite and make history.
Make history. Assassin's Creed Unity. Pre-order now. Get the Xbox One bundle, now $349.
My Mac is great. It's so delightful.
So's my Surface. It's just as powerful.
It's got a touchscreen I see.
And a pen for me.
I think I like your Surface Pro 3. No, seriously, where can I get one?
And welcome back to the MLG.TV Columbus AW Open. I'm Mr. X, joined by Benson and Ben. We just saw a dominant performance by Justus in that first hard point.
Yeah, dominant's definitely one way of explaining it. 100-point clubbing OpTic Gaming, and I actually brought up the scoreboard at the very end of that game, and we had a look in that quick commercial break, and the difference in KDs were phenomenal. Justus had a 1.5, a 1.5, a 1.5. In fact, everyone bar Chiller was on a 1.5. OpTic Gaming, though, was a 0.7, a 0.5, and a 0.47, and I think it was only Scumpii who actually went positive with a 1.1.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't expect that out of the roster they have. I think
kind of like that.
Yeah,
that's just,
I mean,
you don't expect that,
right? I could have seen them easily going undefeated in hard points throughout the entire tournament, but the next map coming up is going to be Search and Destroy on Riot. It's going to be a very big map for OpTic Gaming. I think I've watched them play this a few times online, and they like to use those snipers. Formal, obviously, with that thermal up top. But I think one thing that you need to keep note of is if that doesn't work, they need to switch that thing up. Because I think sometimes they stick with the sniper rifles too long, and they end up losing rounds because they keep getting pushed. So it'll be interesting to see if Justus kind of knows their strats a little bit, and they try and take control of that.
I'm really excited to potentially see a formal versus enable sniper battle. That would be absolutely it. That'd be cool. For any old school fans out there, I'm sure you may appreciate that as well. But as you say, you have to switch things up, because that's one thing I've noticed here at Columbus and Search and Destroy. The teams which are playing it, how they play it online, fast, furious, get that bomb down, try and get that first one as quickly as you can. They're the teams which are doing so well here at MLG. The teams which are changing it up, playing slow, playing passive, it's just, it doesn't work like that right now.
Yeah, the slow and passive play on Search and Destroy does not work in Advanced Warfare, but I think there's a difference between aggression and just recklessness, right?
Right.
You know, aggression is something where 3 players on your team will push the A bomb site together, and they'll trade those kills effectively. You know, you can't just have one player trying to run out there in the open.
Oh, is Enable got a sniper rifle? Nope, he's just going to stick with the bow.
This is an interesting play.
And I love that straight off the bat. Who expects that? Who expects that on this map? No one. Every single time you watch Riot played, it's always an A-oriented bomb site, and you see that mini-map. I'm going to bring it up. All those red arrows, all of a sudden they're like, hey, you seen Justus lately? No, neither have we. Bomb goes down already. And OpTic Gaming now need to make a play.
Yeah, and you know, this strat is great from the standpoint that for the rest of the game, when Justus has offense, OpTic Gaming has to play both sides of the map. Usually teams stack A, now OpTic Gaming is going to be forced to spread their players a little bit further out, and Justus can get more creative on offense.
Classic managed to just stay alive there. Scumpii turns the corner, picks up one. Formal's also found a second. OpTic Gaming springing to life, and Scumpii finds another, and that's all 4 down. That is how you break onto a bomb site. Scumpii, Formal, and Crim all picking up kills, and we were impressed by Justus's start there, but I'm even more impressed by OpTic Gaming breaking that bomb site.
Oh, I mean, Scump went in there and killed Enable before Enable was even able to get a shot off.
He was like, wait, what?
I mean, that is definitely a good sign to see from OpTic Gaming. They're able to bounce back after that rough hard point to win that first round in S&D pretty demandingly.
Now OpTic Gaming, of course, going onto the attacking side. I wonder if they're going to have any tricks up their sleeve, or are they just going to go for the traditional kind of A push? Obviously, just throwing a massive curveball in round 1. I mean, it's going to be in the back of their mind.
Yeah, so you know, OpTic, they like to stick with a standard A push, and they usually have Formal or Nate Shot snipe over the top and watch that 3-story. So that's kind of what I expected of them.
Formal, right now, he is at the back, watching the flank. Meanwhile, Nate Shot has already gone down. Formal picks up classic those. When Chilvert shut down Nate Shot, Formal has gone down as well, so immediately Scumpii knows potential for someone to be coming around the flank, and there is going to be one player there. It's Manchilla, who's already killed Nate Shot, but Scumpii makes slight work of him after Manchilla did actually take down Formal, so 2 versus 2. Scump still 3-0 yet to die here in Search.
Yeah, you know, Justus pretty much traded all those kills up until those points. You know, you saw, I think it was OpTic that actually got first blood, and then Justus just traded those kills down into a workable situation. Now in a 2-on-2, you're going to have Enable and Slack up against Scump and Crim.
Scumpii taking his time, 33 seconds left in the round though, so time is a-ticking. Let's see, Crim goes down, Scumpii tries to trade the kill, he's going to have to push and get the kill back. Nicely traded, he's anticipated someone to be there, and right now you can see he's going to know Slack is there. It's going to come down to who can try and bamboozle the other play quick enough, but time's ticking again, Matt. 15 seconds. Someone has to make the play, and that's exactly what's happening now. Scumpii forced to try and seek out where Slack is. And with 7 seconds left, I have a feeling Slack may have played that perfectly, but he's going to check. He hasn't checked in time, and Scumpii's actually got away. Scumpii going to go for the challenge, and no! Scumpii goes down. Classic picks up the kill. Oh, sorry, Slack picks up the kill, and he's going to get the defuse too.
Yeah, you know, I like that play from Slack, because once Scump plants the bomb, he really only has 2 options to go to. I mean, if he goes back towards his left, he's going to be pretty much right in Slack's sights. He's going to be pretty much right in the open. And then he knew he was going to go back towards that right, towards that 3-story building. And once he jumped up top, you know, Slack was able to get that first 3 or 4 shots on Scump. Almost pulled it out, but I mean, Slack able to finish out that kill.
Because if you think about it, he didn't necessarily need to. The problem he had though was he was so weak that I feel like Slack would have just, you know, double jumped and just like hip fired and challenged for the kill himself.
Yeah, you know, Scump was so weak that if he would have just darted out of there, so to speak, I think Slack probably would have went right on bomb right away, and then he would have been forced to challenge, and he would have been so weak, he probably would have died anyway.
Well, no first blood just yet, although we did see some sniper shots go. Enable on the attacking side. Classic has gone down. That's Scumpii. And Scumpii having a sensational search and destroy right now. 5-1 leading the team. Enable goes down as well. So 4 versus 2 in favor of OpTic Gaming. Machilla, he's down as well. Slack, last man standing in a 1-on-4.
Yeah, you know, not a good situation for Slack to be in right now against all 4 members of OpTic Gaming. You see how they're moving as a team. They're all focusing on this one side together, and this is exactly what they need to do. Slack tries to break that glass.
Left fail.
Misses, yeah.
Yeah, that's not gone well for Slack, let's be honest.
Yeah,
1 kill, 1 death, but
yeah, it's not looking good for him right now. I mean, bombs.
He only has 35 seconds.
35 seconds, yeah. Coming out of that door, he's not really going to get anything going. So OpTic Gaming going to take a 2-1 round lead in this search and destroy.
Again, not really much emotion coming from the OpTic Gaming booth. Just sheer concentration, it seems. Formal 3-1, Crim 2-1 as well. Scumpii, of course, still leading that team with a huge 6-1 from only 3 rounds played. Meanwhile, over on Justus, Classic 0-3. He's having a bit of a slow start, but so is Enable at 1-3. Mochilla, highest amount of kills for an individual on that team, just at 2. So, OpTic definitely controlling this game early on.
Yeah, you know, Mochilla was pretty much known on Curse at the beginning for his search and destroy play, so not surprised to see he's the one kind of leading the way for this Justus squad, and that's a very strong push right there from him. Don't see many people push all the way into the back of that spawn, so great start right there from Mochilla. Going to put the pressure on OpTic Gaming, because now they know he's behind him, but they don't know where.
Right, Nature did not expect that at all. That was so fast. Scumpii 7-1 though. He has to kill. It's going to be 2 plays challenging him, and that leaves Formal now in a 1 versus 3, right at the very back of the map, and you said they don't know where he is. Oh, there he is.
Right, and you know, once Mochilla got behind them, it kind of forced the other players from OpTic Gaming to turn around. But
right.
The issue is there's 3 players from Justus coming at them from the other direction, so just pinch them on the whole map. So huge kill right there, Adam Mochilla, to start off that game.
Yeah, nicely played. That opened up absolutely everything for Justus, allowed them to push through, get that map control, and really left OpTic Gaming with not very many choices there. But tied up 2 rounds apiece, and let's not forget, OpTic Gaming actually losing that first map to Justus. So if Justus picked this up, that's going to give them such an advantage in this best of 5.
Oh, I mean, going up 2-0 in the series would be huge for Justus, and it looks like they're going to go back and try this one strat again, which I do like the call here. I think, you know, that A strat that they were trying really wasn't working too well. And see, they know Nate is over there. They know he's double stunned. He's going to have help from a teammate over there in that cut. So see if Justus can get a first pick right here.
Nate's managed to stay alive over there, but you can see him currently highlighted. He's going to get challenged, and he does go down. Enable, meanwhile, with the bomb. Thought about potentially rotating. And he still has that option if he chooses, but wow, Scumpii just melted Enable. He was just trying to dodge out of the way, and he was already dead, and everyone goes down. OpTic Gaming with a good response right there.
Yeah, I know that's a huge response out of OpTic Gaming right there. I believe this is going to be Crim getting your final kill cam, but Formal picking up 2 huge kills as well right there. So, I mean, Scum just going in right now. Same with Formal, you know, 8-2 and 5-2 respectively.
This is the key, though. They need to keep that momentum going, because this is so close, and Scump's playing out of his mind right now. I mean, you saw how quickly he managed to drop Enable, but they need to keep that tempo up. They can't afford to drop off, because if they do, I think Justus could come back.
Yeah, you know, usually from the OpTic Gaming booth, we see them, you know, joking around a bit, having a good time. We haven't really seen that much this weekend. They kind of got to get that back a little, loosen up.
There you go. First blood, Formal with the sniper rifle on slap. But going back to that point, completely agree. They need to get that kind of like banter, the good laughs, the jokes, the smiles, you know. I feel they're coming into this event with a lot of pressure, because for the first time, realistically, they're expected to really, really win an event. Like, this event should be OpTic Gaming's, and I think that may be something that may be playing on their mind a little bit. It definitely shouldn't be. These guys are obviously experienced players, but I still think it may play a factor.
Oh, it's extremely difficult to play with that kind of pressure on you. I mean, you know, being part of the EG group when we were on that run, I mean, it was extremely difficult to keep that thing going. Now, every tournament, there was just more and more pressure, and I definitely understand, you know, what they're up against.
Yep. 4-2, though, in favor of OpTic Gaming, and Enable. First time we've actually had a camera shot of him, and he isn't smiling, so a bit of a difference. Maybe he's going to have to switch things up. He's 2-5 as well, so not having the best of starts here in Search and Destroy Riot, as Classic is actually 2-6. We'll see if these guys can try and make some plays over towards that A side, but you can see Formal for OpTic Gaming. He is going to be the player that is around. Classic not able to get any hit markers just yet. Going to be thrown in the concussion. Didn't even hit with that. Crim has already picked up Slack. It's worth mentioning, however, there is a trade as Enable comes in and picks up Formal.
Yeah, you know, not a huge fan of this play call by Justus, but they're going to have that man advantage. I think once you went to B, it didn't work. I think, you know, going straight back to A right away was pretty much a really predictable call right here.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a couple of plays down very quickly. Mochilla, last man up, and it's a 1 versus 2. It's going to be Nature on Scumpii. Scump 9-3, by the way, and that is a kill. Mochilla goes down. And again, you know, no emotion whatsoever from the gaming booth, but they're concentrating, and you got to give them that, because Scumpii 10-3. He's on a 2 streak right now. You see him melt through Mochilla there for that round-ending kill cam, and OpTic Gaming, this is a much better S&D performance. Where was this earlier on in pool play?
Yeah, they definitely could have used this in pool play. I know Scum definitely has excelled in Search and Destroy in this game, because it fits his play style great. I mean, on some of the other games, you're able to, you know, fade him out because he's super aggressive and he loves to push. But on this game, that's exactly the type of player you want on Search and Destroy.
Crim 6 trying carrying that bomb. So actually, he's already gone down. So Formal, he's looking for the snipe. Doesn't look like he's going to see anything. Scumpii, meanwhile, well, he's playing very patiently, waiting to see if anyone from Justus is going to push. As you can see, it's a 3 versus 3 situation as it stands. And you kind of have to stay with Scumpii when he's playing so well. You know, 11 and 3. Formal's going to be highlighted on that minimap. And actually, Formal may have some work to do here as he tracks all the way back around. But Justus actually rotating towards that B site. Formal pulls out that sniper rifle once again. And Scump pretty much surrounded by Justus players at this point.
Yeah, you know, he has a little bit of that mute left. Doesn't want to waste it right now. He's actually going to engage a player right here. And looks like he's going to try and chase this, but I would definitely advise not to. I mean, he has all the players from Justus right around him.
Right, this should be an easy kill for Scumpii, though. There it is. He chased it, and he managed to get it. 2 more players to his left-hand side, but it's only going to be Scumpii and Formal alive. Going up against Enable and Classic. Of course, they still need to try and get that bomb down. Formal has it, but Scumpii picks up another kill, and Formal comes in from around the outside. And there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Scumpii jumping up in his seat. That's what you want to see if you're an OpTic Gaming fan. That's what you want to see. He just knows he lit up this main stage. 13 of 3. Finishes on a 5 streak, playing it perfectly.
I mean, that's the type of player Scump is, right? He can take over and just win you a map.
Just
That's
like
exactly
that.
what you want to
Just
see
like that.
if you're an OpTic Gaming fan. You know, Scump getting hype in that booth, trying to get the rest of his teammates, you know, give them a little bit of energy. Everyone looks a little bit sluggish. It's a little bit late.
It's a little bit late,
It's a little bit late.
You see them all drinking the Red Bulls, trying to get themselves a little bit energized there, but still, you know, you need someone in that booth with the energy. Because you look at Justus from that first map, I mean, that was crazy, but that is such a good response from OpTic Gaming. Can't stress that enough. The Search and Destroy seems back if Scump can continue playing like that.
Oh, right. I mean, you know, if they can take that energy into CTF, you got to give them, you know, the nod to go ahead in that game mode. You got to wonder if Justus put all their energy into that hard point and just kind of, now they're a little bit flat.
Yeah, maybe. Game number 3. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
My Mac is great. It's so delightful.
Silver surface, it's just as powerful.
It's got a touchscreen I see.
And a pen for me.
I think I like your Surface Pro 3. No, seriously, where can I get one?
These vehicles need more than a road. They need a runway. Because with this much power and innovation, they won't be driving too fast. They'll be flying too low.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months or up to $5,000 total cash allowance on 2014 Dodge vehicles.
Rated M for mature. For centuries, my countrymen have suffered. The people cry out for liberty. The time has come for revolution, to unite and make history. Make history. Assassin's Creed Unity. Pre-order now.
Get the Xbox One bundle, now $349.
Check, 1, 2, 3, bang, bang, bang. So, Scumpii, I love you, okay? Formal, I take back what I said.
And welcome back to the
Formal
MLG.
just needs to practice respawn.
AW Open.
I mean,
Mr. X joined by Benson.
No, don't smile, Formal. Don't you dare smile, okay? You go home, you practice
We're going to be
respawn.
headed into CTF on retreat coming up next.
Okay, Scumpii went off, S&D, they won, because of Scumpii. He made, you know, like 1 or 2 stupid plays, but still, he went on 13 or something. So yeah, it's 1-1.
MLG Anaheim, all those Scumpii highlights you
OpTic
have.
you know,
always him just
he better
really
fucking
getting
win.
himself animated on stage.
Yeah, I mean, even the one picture that
They should have
kind
this.
of remind me
Was
of
it CTF? I'm pretty sure.
COD
Yeah.
Champs one where
They
he's
should have it. Let's see.
just screaming. He's like a
I
barbarian.
guess watching. I just checked. It's like
It worked, right? He
3 viewers. Yeah.
phenomenal. And
My 3 real fans.
Okay.
I started.
Going into that, you know, so it's just really hasn't been OpTic's best game mode here at Columbus, but they turned things around massively in that last game.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, Search, this is going to be CTF on the tree. We just played Search and Destroy, right? But on this map, you know, the Sentinels are going to have a pretty big advantage attacking. You're going to be able to spawn back in your own little cave area, defend your own flag pretty easily. So, you know, you're going to see those teams could come out and set the pace in this map.
Well, I think it's that time. I really want to go and see how the OpTic gaming team is actually going to be communicating now after managing to pick up that S&D. I want to see if they do have that hype. So guys, let's throw to a Turtle Beach team chat with OpTic Gaming.
Got me, damn it. Wall. Big one, big one. Wall dead,
Nice.
I'm watching our lobby. Probably more wall. Lobby dead. One more lobby. Nice, 3. That was one more lobby. Do we kill Moch? Yeah, we killed him. Alright, let's go. I'm top circle right now. Pull.
He's pool rock, one shot.
Pool side. I got him stunned. Watch them all. Top circle, top dub. We gotta stay up. Looking dub. I don't see shit. Dub. Yeah, top pool building. See if you can pull this. See if you can pull this. Play again. One shot. Play again, guys. Play again. No one die. Right here, man. Yeah, there's one in cave. I need a cave.
He's one shot in bar, one shot in bar.
Yeah, and he's in bar. I got one cave. Nice. I'm staying up. That's two.
I'm going for pool.
Let's get back on.
I got it out a little bit. You guys can pull that and run.
Hey, I'm gonna help you.
I'm good. I'm not stunned.
Get cut.
Oh, shit.
Cut.
Middle map.
I spawned at a base.
One's come behind you, pool side. Nice. One, I think one
Lobby dead.
Nice.
Hang on, I'm coming. I think one was circle.
Oh, he got bar. Slice. Pull weak, guys. I spawned low. I'm OE in. I got OE.
Top roof dead.
Big kills at our base. I got Jim.
Another one pool side.
Jim dead. Nice, good up, I'm pushing the side.
Pool side.
I can help you.
There's two.
I got him one shot. Back rock. No, back cave. Back rock. Still, I got sunset. Play.
Yeah, there's another one bar.
Play. Don't die. I'm trying. He came pool. He came tiles. I gotta go top lobby, dude. Alright. Top lobby, he's already killing. We're gonna have to OE. OE, yeah. I'm gonna go through lobby.
Our back stairs.
He's already pool building. Weak on our base, dude. One lobby. Lobby kinda weak. We should OE. No, wow, one shot. All good. One shot top dub.
There's another on our base.
Just OE to their base.
He's on top single.
Fuck it. Just OE to their lobby. In their lobby, one shot. Top lobby. And there's one dub. He's dub right now. Nice. Let's OE pool side. Go.
Pull me. I got him. Let's go.
Watch your pool building.
Two court.
One in bar and one in courtyard.
Nice,
good job. Let's
watch your bar. Back bar. I'm flanking him.
Top up, one shot.
I'm in the base again. Back cave. In bar. One more back cave.
In bar. Yeah, back cave. Move him. Dead. Nice. In bar.
Back rock. He's back.
I'm not sure where he went. He came by. I think they all spawned there. By me. He's right behind me.
One shot top circle.
Where's it going?
One shot. Wow. One shot mid. Whole pool side. Yeah, one guy down.
I'm looking pool.
I spawned out. Heads up. Alright. Nade OE.
Top attic dead.
I got one.
He's top in a roof. One more in the lobby. Guys. Push pool. One push pool. You guys gotta rotate over to pool. All good. Everyone OE. Alright.
There might be another on pool side.
OE. Top dub, dude. Top dub. One shot. Top pool building. One shot. He's right there. One shot. Nice. Go in. Let's go, guys. Top dub still. I just seen him, I think. I spawned in courtyard side.
Top dub. Black.
Hey, you push it back. This is bad side. Remember that. I'm watching wall right now.
I got slacked.
Nice, one dead.
One guy bottom pool. I'm pushing their base. Top pool building.
Two here. Two at our base right now. I got one. There's another here. He got me. He's in our bottom lobby. Going for flag.
He's going for flag or for? Yeah, he's my flag. Flag dead. Nice shot, guys. We're in lobby. Lobby dead. Roof dead.
Nice. Let's go.
I'm pushing pool side right now. Yeah, I'm at
in their bar, one shot. I got killed. I got killed from the back cave.
Watch him bar, go backside.
Bar dead. They're back cave, back cave.
Back cave right now, back cave.
I'm selling them.
Back cave, one shot. One's behind me also.
Back cave.
Top up really weak.
You guys back cave.
Got him.
You guys back cave, guys.
I'm watching for OEs.
I got one shot. I'm flanking him. I got him. Last guy, Jim. Jim, no, he got
him. With OpTic Gaming right there, we come out of that team chat. And one of the things I want to notice, you heard Krim. He was kind of forcing them to overextend. Right. And what that means for all you people new at home watching is he just wants them to pretty much just go down the opposite side of the map that you should be pushing, trying to get to the base as fast as possible, trying to either get a counter cap or try and stop the flag from capping, but they were not able to do so.
Yeah, put some pressure up the gaming. 1-0 down. Team Justus managed to get that cap. Came from Mochila very sort of early on in this round, but 28 seconds left. You heard as well Krim say, this is bad side, guys. Just remember, this is bad side. Don't let your heads get down. It's just one flag. And, you know, you said that at the very start. You know, the side that they're on isn't necessarily the best one.
Yeah, you know, Justus has a pretty good advantage on this side of the map. Looks like they're going to try and get one more flag out. They're going to get it out. It doesn't look like they're going to have enough time to get it back, though. It might be close if he had that rest of that overclock ability. He might have a chance here, Ben.
3 seconds. Oh!
No, man,
clutch kill comes in.
Yeah, and I believe that was Krim who stopped him right there, but he would have been very close to capping that flag.
A little bit too close for comfort, so let's just say that's a clutch kill right there.
If he would have had more overclock, I believe he would have gotten there. He definitely would have gotten there. Yeah, he probably would have beat Krim there, but you see Mochila picking up that kill just a little bit too late right there, helping out his teammate, trying to cut that map. But, you know, OpTic Gaming down 1 flag to nothing going into the second half, but they do have the good side coming in here.
That's key. OpTic Gaming now going on to the better side, so Justus going to have to try and, you know, maybe do a little bit more defensive work, but definitely try and still pull one of those flags. You have Slack currently 16-12. We listened to OpTic Gaming in the first side. Let's go to Turtle Beach team chat now with Justus.
We're up. Yo, top pull, stay alive. Get back to race now.
Lobby.
He's going for a grab,
One guy's mid gravel.
He's pulling off right now. Jump up. Mid court. I got one.
One guy's jump.
Big win. Can we stop this? We'll stop this. Mid court.
Flag's weak. One's towels with them. Let's go. They're going for it. They're going to go for it.
Like, office. Bomb office. Let's go for it. Go. Nice. Let's go. Run a pool.
You got me.
Alright, good job. That was a good break.
We can get this. Cut him.
I'm looking
at officers. Watch out. Officers weak.
I think there's
officers really weak.
They're all on me. It's fine. Let's go.
Slide. Good job, Mochi.
Top pool. Stay up. No, this guy, he's gonna be jumping. He's gonna be watching from behind him. Flags with it.
Middle court. He's cutting Jim. He's gonna come back for me, Mochi, if you kill one.
Rotate back.
They're all on me.
Alright, come on. We gotta rotate.
Alright, chill.
Bottom
lobby, right in front of you, man.
I have top double step.
Alright, everyone kill.
Rotate back.
Everyone kill. Everyone focus on kills. Rotate back. One's our bottom lobby. Yo, add a turtle.
Got him.
You win.
No one, jump up. I'm in their office.
One's on our base, pulling.
Stay alive.
Last guy's on our base. Hey, you got me on turtle, man. Turtle's one shot.
Alright, where's he going? Come on. Jump up. Do jump up.
Top double D's cutting. Kill that kid for us.
I can't.
Top double D's.
Two back pull. They're both win it. Flags win it.
You guys got me.
Alright, please stop overextending, guys.
Stay up, man. Everyone kill. Focus on kills right here.
Bomb
Offices is weak. One's court.
Alright, Ben, we had to come out of that team chat with Justus. You know, OpTic Gaming putting the pressure on Krim on his 7th streak right now.
Yeah, that is unbelievable from Krim right now. It's 7 kills successfully, make that 8, and one of those kills was a huge kill on Enable, who was trying to play a little bit sneaky. You know, he was in the OpTic Gaming base, just waiting very patiently, and now Formal has that flag, potentially looking at trying to make this 3-1. Looking at that mini-map as well, Matt, there's only going to be one player from Justus who can put a stop to it. It's going to be Enable, but he decided he's not going to be able to do so, and OpTic Gaming now with a 3-1 flag lead going into
problem with over.
My Mac is great. It's so delightful.
Silver surface, it's just as powerful.
It's got a touchscreen IC
and a pen for me.
Freaking broke. I need to watch my OpTic.
No, seriously,
oh my god. Enough ad. Okay, load. Okay.
With 1 minute 30 left, everyone taking their time. Scumpii has actually pulled the flag as well. He's just waiting. He knows he's going to have to pick up some kills. Not going to be able to do it on that occasion. Meanwhile, Justus desperately trying to push towards OpTic Gaming's base, but they're not going to be able to get it. Obviously, OpTic Gaming on the more advantageous side. It just makes it even harder. Krim actually hit the very, very back. Just being a bit of a nuisance right now.
Yeah, you know, Krim just kind of watching everything. He's going to return that flag. He's going to be taken out. You know, if Justus were to get control of this, they were going to need to get into the other team's lobby, and then they were going to have to get another guy through that gym area. It's that bottom right area, usually where that fourth arc point is, and they were going to have to pinch from those sides, but, you know, they're not able to get anybody in either of those positions.
Slack, meanwhile, on this pool side, 50 seconds left. If they're going to make a move, they need to do it now. Mochila has just made that move, but he's gone down. No one else from Justus in a position to pull that flag. Time is ticking away. OpTic Gaming, after what can only be described as a very, very concerning first map, turn it around in Search and Destroy. And honestly, in this CTF game, this is what we expect to see from OpTic Gaming. You've got Krim 29 and 16, Formal 18 and 16 with 2 caps, Scumpii doing all the cut work 25 and 19, and Nadeshot 20 and 20.
Yeah, you know, they just kept that deficit low on the bad side.
Yeah,
you know, they
exactly
only gave up that 1 cap, and you kind of heard Krim saying towards the end of that listen, and he's like, guys, remember, we have the bad side. Just don't freak out. We have the bad side. We're only down 1. We're going to get more flags than that on this good side, and obviously they put in 3 from this side, and OpTic Gaming is going to win. Capture the flag on retreat, take a 2-1 lead in this series.
A much better performance coming out from the green wall, and that puts Justus back against the wall. Next game type, though, is going to be uplink, and that's going to be interesting because Justus are very, very good at that, and OpTic Gaming are very, very good at uplink too. So the next map, it's flip of a coin for me.
Yeah, you know, we've seen Justus in the 10K and some of the other tournaments. They were really the first team to get uplink down. You know, OpTic Gaming working on it a little bit, but as you said, they've become a very good uplink team as well. So the map, I believe, is going to be comeback. Map that we've seen some pretty high scores put up on this map, so this should be a fun one to watch.
Well, OpTic Gaming go 2 maps to 1 in the lead in this.
My Mac is great. It's so delightful.
Silver surface, it's just as powerful.
It's got a touchscreen, I see.
And a pen for me.
I think I like your Surface Pro 3. No, seriously, where can I get one?
Rated M for mature.
For centuries, my countrymen have suffered. The people cry out for liberty. The time has come for revolution, to unite and make history.
Make history. Assassin's Creed Unity. Pre-order now. Get the Xbox One bundle, now $349.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that, Parker.
Well, did you know auctioneers make bad grocery store clerks?
It'll be $23.50. Now 75, 23.75. Hold them, pay to get up 23.75. 24, hey, $24, 24 and a quarter, now half, 24 and a half and 75 and 25. Now quarter, hey, 26 and a quarter. Hold them, pay to get up 20. You want to do it? 5 and a quarter. Sold to the man in the khaki jacket.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you, well, you know.
Welcome back to the MLG.TV Columbus Open. There you see Justus going up against OpTic Gaming. OpTic Gaming with a 2-1 lead in this series. Mr. X joined by Benson.
Make sure you guys are voting on Twitter as well. Use hashtag OpTic Gaming, hashtag Justus. Who do you guys think is going to take this series? And of course, make sure you have hashtag MLGAW Open in that tweet as well for a chance to win. Right now, OpTic Gaming at 2-1 in the lead here in this winners bracket, best of 5. However, we're going to uplink, which is a great game mode for both of these two teams.
Yeah, I've had a ton of fun casting Uplink, watching Uplink being played.
I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, Quaffle, man. It's all about who can control it the most and making sure you lock down that respawn.
Yeah, that's the satellite drone. For all you people, I believe that's
the Harry Potter reference. You gotta slip in a Harry Potter reference every now and then.
I've seen like 2 of the movies.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Quite frankly, you're letting me down. You know what? We're staying up late tonight. We're watching some Harry Potter. You can't even say no.
Fully expected to let you down when you brought that topic up. On this map, you're going to see, Sentinel side pretty much have a little bit of an advantage. They're able to get to that satellite drone there, take 2 or 3 steps and able to get it in with that momentum if they're able to get there clear. So going to look for one player on the Sentinel team to get up in that glass building to the right, cover over the satellite drone, really be able to control where that moves around the map. They should be able to get some scores.
Looking at Scumpii off the bat, but suddenly he's on that belly's Formal, who just completely hooked Machilla. Satellite drone still on the floor. No one actually picked that up just yet. Crim on a 2 streak straight off his respawn. Again, satellite drone still down. I love this play from Crim. If he can get up towards top blue, which sadly you can't jump from there, but he turns around and classic. Oh, well, that's not gone well for you, my friend. It really hasn't. And Crim is going to continue on his rampage. Can he find one more? No, he can't, but Scumpii has the satellite drone in his hand. Is he going to go for the 1-point player? Is he going to go for the 2? He goes for the 2 and misses just shy. So close. The drone's still down there. Formal is there. Can he potentially pick up a couple of kills? Gets one. Nature trying to put some pressure on, but it isn't going to happen. And Justus should be able to get that satellite drone out.
Yeah, and Justus is just going to throw that satellite drone off the map. It's going to go back to its original point. You see OpTic Gaming, they're going to be able to control it again, and that's going to be Scump again with the drone moving up into the yellow building. He's going to wait for his teammates to come support him. I like this play from Scump.
Yeah, he's completely surrounded by Justus players. It was 4 players literally everywhere. He had nowhere to go at all. Nature, though, needs to kill this kill on Machilla. Does so, and that, of course, the satellite drone carrying means that the satellite drone is down. However, you have Classic, who's just sort of rotating around the outside. He's going to pick up one. Nicely played. Looks to the left-hand side. There's the second. Not able to find the third, though, as Crim has hands on the drone.
Yeah, we really haven't seen Justus get any control of the drone in this game. Looks like Crim, he's going to go in his bottom middle. That's going to be a score for Crim. Great shot from the bottom middle of the map, and OpTic Gaming is going to get a 1-point score. The first one's on the board in this game.
Love that play from Crim. Didn't waste any time whatsoever. Picked up the drone, knew exactly what he wanted to do. Run bottom mid, double jump, throw. Very common spot that we see on comeback, and he made it work.
Yeah, I've seen Envy use that spot a lot. I mean, Merc, he loves it. I watched him put in 10 points from that spot earlier in the day. I mean, just phenomenal play. I'm pretty sure Crim likes to sit around the venue, watch all these matches. Pretty sure he picked that up or already knew that.
Yep. Right now, though, Crim just chilling up top, 9 and 5, 3 kills free. Scumpii, sorry, not Scumpii, it's Formal, who had that satellite drone, but it doesn't matter. Crim is able to continue slaying all around that satellite drone, which is still down for now. On board with OpTic Nature, still has some of his overclock to use, but he's going to take a concussion to the face. Somehow still alive. He turns around and gets a second kill. Nicely played. Immediately goes for the satellite drone, has it in his hand. Can he try and escape? He's going to juke out one play completely. He could potentially just go for a 1-point play here, but no, not going to happen. Satellite drone is down, but it's rolling straight towards Scumpii. He's not able to pick it up, and now Crim6, the only player from the Green Wall in a position to pick it up.
He fired a shot there too early. If he would have waited a second, he might have been able to pick up that 2-piece. It looks like that satellite drone is going to be reset. I think it's back over near where it is, but it looked like an OpTic Gaming member is going to pick it up. It could be Scum. He has the opportunity to maybe throw an alley-oop to Crim, but it looks like they have him covered, and he is going to get a 2-point play. Dunk for Scump as they are going to go up 3-0.
And right now, that's a 2-possession game, more importantly. Of course, OpTic Gaming on the good side, though, so you're going to want to rack up as many points as you possibly can. Nature currently 9 and 9, Crim 12 and 8. Nade's going to pick up another kill now. Oh, turns around and finds himself a second. That was unable. There's potentially a third and a fourth here for Nature if he wants them. Crim and Scump, though, clean up, and surprised no one from OpTic Gaming picked up that satellite drone earlier. Formal has it. Nature wide open. Could potentially have gone for a pass there, but Formal's going to go for 2 points and connects as well. 5-0 OpTic Gaming. They are turning up here late night in Columbus.
Yeah, you see the 4 players from Justus. They're going to be over by the satellite drone. It's going to be important for Crim to pick up a few kills here, keep them off of it. He's going to get 1, and that's going to buy his team enough time to get them control of the drone. But one thing I want to point out, Justus not doing a good enough job rotating back to their base. They pretty much just keep flooding towards the drone side. They can let the drone player come to them. They can really take advantage of that. They don't have to push so aggressively. They're pretty much running into the other players from OpTic Gaming.
And now Formal trying to push back. Make sure they can pick up that satellite drone. It is in the hands of Scumpii. Nadeshot kind of running that blocking role. He's going to go down there. Sadly, Scumpii in a bit of a pickle, to be honest with you, but he is still alive somehow, but he's going to go down. Formal last man for OpTic Gaming, who can put some pressure on the satellite drone. Can he pick up the kill on the satellite drone? No, immediately goes for Mochila. Instead, wasn't able to pick up either. Classic with drone control. 27 seconds left. This would be good if you could get a 2-point play here, but at this point, any amount of points would be good.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know if he was even playing for an offensive play. I was thinking he just didn't want the satellite drone to get in the hands of OpTic Gaming, try and give up more points, but it looks like they're actually going to be able to get it back. It's going to be Krim. He's going to try and make a valiant throw towards the goal. Doesn't look like that is going to happen. Looks like we're going to finish up this first half, and we made up a score right here from Classic. He's going to try and throw that 1-point play, and it doesn't. He forgot the ball.
Yeah, it helps when you go for the 1-point play to actually throw the ball towards the portal. I'm just saying, for future reference, that's something you may want to think about.
That's like a Mark Sanchez play. You don't know Mark Sanchez because you're from Europe, but
yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah,
Mark Sanchez.
I mean, the butt fumble, not like the butt fumble.
Let me just Google that real quick. Yeah. Anyway, 5-0 OpTic Gaming in the first side. Crimsix going big there with 17 and 11. You have Formal 13 and 12, Nate 13, 14, Scump 11 and 11. Meanwhile, at the near side, Enable 14 and 13, Moach 13 and 15. No one else really up to much on that side, but we'll see now, can Justus utilize this good side and put 5 points on?
Right, they're going to come out and get 3 kills right off the bat in the feed. You're going to get another one here from Enable. Looks like you're going to have Mochila working up the right-hand side of the map with the satellite drone. He's going to cut back towards the middle. It looks like he's going to get a 2-point play right here.
That was nice.
For Justus. So right in that first, 30 seconds to the game, and Justus is going to get on the board with a 2-point score. Great way for them to start. If they were going to mount a comeback at all in this series, that was going to be how it was going to be done.
Enable?
And Enable.
He double straight to Slack. Slack just got another 2-point play.
That was a pass.
That was a pass.
Wow.
That was. Oh my God. I've compared Enable to Tom Brady several times, and that's exactly why. But another pass is coming in. Justus are not wasting any time. They could go for another pass, but Enable tries to go for it himself. Arguably should have passed it. Machilla's down. Slack still in the base. Going to pick up one. Can he pick up 2? No, he can't. Fantastic base defense coming in from OpTic Gaming. It's a 1-point game, though, with still 4 minutes to play, Matt. This is very, very close.
I mean, just a huge play right there from Justus. And you see Scump, he's going to be your drone carrier. Looks like he does not want to go for that 1-point shot from that right side door. It looks like he's going to play strictly for that too, and he's going to be taken out as the players from Justus. The good defensive stand. Looks like Nate actually getting close with that drone, but he is going to be taken out as well. Looks like Mochila, he's going to try and run this out of his base. Pretty dangerous call.
Yeah, again, OpTic wanted to make that a 1-point play. Oh, sorry, a 2-possession play. That's why they didn't go for that 1 point. They were desperate to try and get 2. Unfortunately, Mochila does go down on that right side. Classic somehow stays alive. No idea how he managed to do that, but satellite drone in the hand of Nadeshot once again, pushing the right-hand side, decides not to go for the long-distance throw, and it may pay for the price there as Enable picks up 2. Formal needs to kill Enable, but he's not going to be able to do so. That satellite drone bouncing around. Crimsix has it in his hands, tries to throw it away, but in actual fact, he's just throwing it behind him, turns around though, picks up a kill. That's his second kill in quick succession as well. Scumpii shutting down Slack. Nadeshot with the satellite drone once again, and it tries to go for the beatdown. Not gonna happen. And at this point, you have to ask, OpTic have been in a position where they could have gone for a 1-point play that many times. Would it have been worth it?
Right, I mean, we saw that earlier in one of our series. I forget which team it was. We've been here very long today. But, they had a good chance to get a few, 1-point tosses from there. They ended up losing by 3. I believe it was FaZe, actually. And it ended up costing them in the game at the end. So, always wonder if we look back and, Justus they will take this uplink game right here on comeback. Maybe some of those 1-point scores would have helped out the gaming out in the long run.
All right, 2.5 minutes left. 5-4 still in favor of OpTic Gaming. Crimsix with the satellite drone. He's trying to put some yards on it. He could actually just go for it, but he's going to have to play bait here, waiting for some team support. Crim goes down. There will be more OpTic Gaming players pushing, though. I think one is Formal. Formal needed to try and push out there and get that kill quicker before that drone reset. And sadly, it's still going to be a 1-point game for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, but if you look at the spawns on the bottom of your screen, then you'd see that the Justus players are spawning right by the drone respawn, and you see one player from Justus in position on the roofs already, and that is going to be Enable. He is going to start spawn killing, and you see the drone being moved up the map extremely fast by the players of Justus. And it looks like
Slack, missed!
And he
just missed from point-blank range! Oh my, someone needs some target practice, because that was not Slack-like at all.
Oh, what?
Mochila just lunged with the knife at Formal. Oh, I felt that. That was painful.
I don't know why Mochila is running around with his knife, but evidently...
The payback from Scumpii! He just knifed Mochila straight back. That was nasty again.
That was one of the oddest exchanges we've ever seen.
It really was. It was like knife on knife action. That was strange. But Formal now with satellite drone in his hand. trying to run towards bottom middle, but needs to stay with his teammate here. You don't want to be isolated, and Scumpii's going to have to try and slay for Formal. However, Scumpii goes down, Formal goes down as well, and that drone is in a horrible position. Slack potentially for the 1-point play, but a big kill comes in from Crim6, and Crim now with a satellite drone, desperate to try and escape.
Yeah, they need to get that drone out of the middle of the map.
Now, Matt.
That was a really dangerous spot for it to go. Obviously, we saw Crim from the other side. He threw an in from that distance. Didn't want that to happen to his team. He's just going to try and get the ball on the other side of the team's map and just really get it away from zone uplink. But you see the kill feed dominated by Justus right now. See the players, they're trying to mount a push.
Mochila, 37 seconds. This is going to be a 2-point play. He's going to get it. Justus with 1-point advantage in the last 30 seconds. 3 plays have gone down, but Mochila is going to stay spawn killing. Crim6 needs to try and pick him up. However, Formal now with a satellite drone. They're wide open. If they can get this 2 frees, it's going to be huge. Formal goes down. Scumpii is not there. Nature's going to go down. Now it's basically down to Scumpii to try and pick it up, but Slack is going to grab it. 15 seconds left. That satellite drone is going to reset.
That was dangerous right there for Justus. I mean, they got that 2-point score. Nobody went back to where the drone reset.
So risky.
I believe it was Formal was able to pick it up and get it. Scump open at the top of the base. They were about to set up that pass. Would have had a chance to turn around, throw a shot in. But, Ben, did you expect anything less than a Game 5 in this series?
I mean, it just had to be, didn't it? You know, our number 1 and number 2 seeds going at each other. You can see just how close that game was. It's interesting, though, you know, half point, Justus dominated, completely dominated. Then we go over to S&D. OpTic completely...
I mean, I did say it was going to be a Game 5. They choked OpTic. They freaking choked. Oh my god.
It's a map that we saw.
Okay, well, Game 5, let's see what happens.
Play in a map 5 scenario, so we're going to see if they change up some of their strategies, you know, make it work on this one.
OpTic Gaming better be hoping for that Scumpii that turned up.
You guys are enjoying this stream.
They're going to need
Pretty intense
that
match.
against this Justus team, that's for sure. For now, though, quick commercial break.
Oh god. Let's just hope OpTic clutches. Search. They probably said the map. I'm not gonna say that. You know what? Why does the ad keep on playing? It's annoying. It really is. No one wants to buy your crappy Surface Pro 3. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Game 5, S&D is up next. Whoever wins Game 5.
To unite.
I don't know what happens, but whoever wins, wins. So, you know, if you win, you're good. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Be ready for next game. It's gonna be crazy. I'm expecting some crazy plays from everyone. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more in car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Icky Woods will celebrate almost anything?
44. Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts.
Geico.
Cuts. Get some cold.
This season, celebrate what's new. The bigger, better menu at Red Lobster. Try our newest wood grill combination. Maine lobster, extra jumbo shrimp, and salmon. All topped with decadent brown butter. Or savory new lobster scampi linguine with lobster in every bite. And the ultimate feast. It's the ultimate with more shrimp than ever. More of what you love. Our new menu. It's a bigger, better reason to celebrate. So hurry in and see food differently.
And welcome back to the MLG.TV Columbus AW Open.
I'm so excited, Matt.
Mr. X, joined by, clearly that's not Maven's voice.
No, it's not Maven.
Puckett's voice.
I'm not
you have
an old,
accent.
aging individual who falls asleep every 20 minutes. No, I don't need naps.
Yeah, at one point he fell asleep on the carpet back there, but that is Benson. And right there you see the team from OpTic Gaming. Remember, get those tweets in with the hashtag MLG AW Open for a chance to win. Who do you think is going to win, OpTic Gaming or Justus? Seems the fans out there think OpTic Gaming is going to win a pretty large margin.
86% to 14%. And you know what? I don't know who's going to win. I don't know. It's search and destroy. For me, if Scumpii turns up, this is OpTic Gaming. They take it in Game 5. It is that simple. If we see the same Scumpii that we saw in that first Search and Destroy, this is over. It's over.
That was a lame prediction. You really predicted it.
I know. I predicted if Scumpii... No, I predicted thanks to a variable.
Yeah.
Scumpii is my variable. Right. If my variable performs well, then I predict OpTic to win. Yeah.
Well, you know, I've seen OpTic play this map a few times, and they've actually struggled. You know, they dropped this. Yes, they dropped it on the line to Denial in the 5K finals, I believe, or the finals of a 250 series, and then the other day against TK, they dropped it pretty bad in that Game 5. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in the first few rounds. If they try anything different than what they've been doing. You know, the first few rounds are going to be very telling to me. You know, if OpTic comes out and they can trade some of these first few rounds, you know, keep it close, they have a very good chance. But you know, Justus, very good search and destroy team. I bet you they have great strategies on this map. I would not count them out.
Well, we're going to kick things off on board with Mochilla. Of course, the Justus going to be on the attack first, and Mochilla draws first blood. That was on Crimson. He's looking for the second as well. That's a very, very quick two-piece. However, he has been taken down. That was Scumpii who replied there. Enable has got that bomb in his hand. He's being a little bit sneaky down this right-hand side, heading towards the A-bomb site. That's kind of what you expect on this map.
Right, yeah. You know, me and Ray were breaking it down before on the analysis desk. Most of the time, everybody heads towards this bomb site. You know, the B1's pretty hard to push up the middle of the map. Nobody's really put the time to figure out a way to push that effectively. So everyone pretty much goes over towards A. But what's odd is you don't see the defense stack that bomb site at all.
Oh, Enable. That was nasty. That was against Formal, too, of all players. Like, old sort of 1v1 rivalry there. Halo players coming over to the Call of Duty scene, and that gives Justus that first round. And that's a big boost for them, you know?
Yeah, I want to see how OpTic Gaming comes out on this offense, though, Ben. That's really what I'm looking for, because that's where they really struggle. They haven't really figured out where teams like to flank from on this map. You know, a lot of teams like to push up jungle. They like to push mid or even that cut to get under that truck and look towards that A bomb site. So it'll be interesting to see what they kind of play on offense. Before, they've been playing really slow. So I'd like to see them actually just take advantage of this and push out to A. It looked like that's what Scump was going to do, but it looks like he's going to double back, and they're going to play slow. And this is how they have been playing. I don't agree with this play style.
Well, Crimson does manage to pick up first blood there on Classic. That makes it a 4 versus 3. However, you can see everyone else really, besides Formal and Crim, pretty hard back. Actually, Nature on that bomb. Should be able to get that down. Crim through that gap. Bomb goes down, and now, Justus, your move. 3 versus 4. They have to try and defuse that bomb.
Yeah, they're going to have to get in there and defuse that. And actually, Mochilla wins a huge gun battle with Scump in the back of the base. So OpTic has going to be pinched from both sides. Crim's going to actually take out Mochilla. Looks like Enable is going to push down underneath, but it's going to be a 2-on-1. Crim and Formal against Enable.
Enable uses Axiom Mute, picks up the first one. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Formal versus Enable. Once again, Enable currently 3-0. Formal 2-1. 14 seconds left, though. Not favoring Enable here whatsoever. Formal, all he needs to do now simply is check that bomb, and in fact, that's going to be the kill. He picks it up, and that's going to be 1-1.
Huge win for OpTic Gaming. I mean, no. Formal goes pretty big right there. Enable, a little bit indecisive at that point. He was in that one-on-one with maybe 15 seconds left. Needed to show face on bomb, try and get Formal out of a spot. Kind of second-guessed himself. Wasn't sure if he was going to go back right. Wasn't sure if he was going to go mid-street. And that split second kind of costed them round.
As soon as he pushed on the ground, he had to make that decision quick. He picked up that first kill and then needed to instantly go for something. For now, though, it's going to be Justus back on the attacking side. Now, last time Mochilla got a very quick two-piece to kick things off, and it opened up so much for the map. This time he's going to play things just a little slower. We'll expand that mini-map so you can see exactly where both teams are heading. Enable, once again, the bomb carrier. And this is polar opposite than what we're really used to seeing Justus do. So it's interesting to see them adapt their strategies.
Yeah, they're changing the pace completely on this side. And Recovery is such a small map on Search and Destroy. We usually see the action force right off the bat. You notice, where those two trucks spawn in the whole back part of the map in that area, we're not going to be playing there. That's where the dynamic map elements happen. It does not happen on Search and Destroy. So just that front part of the map, and it's very tight, very close quarter. We see tons of flanks in action.
Well, Slack has actually just gone down. That's Formal drawing first blood. And Formal just dipped out of there, but Classic was able to go for the challenge. So now it's going to be a 3 versus 3. You can see Enable currently on your screen, pushing down this right-hand side lane. But highlighted on your mini-map, Mochilla just trying to give some cover from further above the map. As Enable very, very dubious to make a play, but he's going to see Nature on it. Enable needs to just try and dip out of there, get some support, but Scumpii shuts down Mochilla in that kill feed, and that's going to leave Enable all by himself. It's going to be a 1 versus 2, and he cannot get out of there. And OpTic Gaming picked up the round 2-1. to the green wall.
Huge plays from OpTic Gaming right there, and I think Crim made a pretty big play getting behind the opposing team. That's what we really haven't seen them do successfully on defense at all. A lot of the other teams, they've been utilizing these flanks on defense, and
right.
OpTic Gaming, they've been pretty far back on the recovery defense in their last few matches that I've seen. So, good adjustment right there from the green wall. So they're going to go up 2-1. Search and destroy.
Nadeshot starting off pretty slow, 0-3. Look for him to pick things up. Of course, he is the designated bomb carrier, so he's the one that's been getting those bomb downs, but he does have that plant, and that was such a crucial plant as well. So we'll switch over to see Formal. He's got that sniper rifle out. He's currently 4-2 as well. Is he going to be able to spot anyone at all? There's going to be one player there. Ooh, did he see them? I don't think he did.
No, I don't think he did. I think he just decided he wasn't going to peek, that it was not worth it. So I'm not sure what I think of this player here. They've been having pretty good success. I think, they had a good idea. They're trying to do something a little bit different, trying to, I guess, get a pick early, but I think you need to be aggressive. I think Formal with a bow, pushing up towards A, helping Nade, get bombed down would have been more effective.
Well, speaking of aggression, here we go. All of a sudden, flick of a switch. Crimsix tries to push forward, but Formal has already gone down. That should be a second kill for the green wall. It is indeed. Mochilla and Classic have gone down now. Nadeshot pretty much does have license to push into that building and try to get that bomb down. That's exactly what he's going to do. Crim's pushed out. He's trying to give him some cover. He sees another player, decides he doesn't want any of that, dips out. However, Slack is on that left-hand side. And look at that exo movement from Crim right now. He is just all over the place, really making it hard for Justus to try and lock him down.
Yeah, Crim has that exo movement down. It's going to be all up to Nadeshot right there. What the thing you saw Crim trying to do was, he was trying to get out of that
building. Him. Can he get the second kill? This will be a 1 versus 2. It's going to be Enable. Nade versus Enable, and Nadeshot gets the clutch. 3 rounds to 1.
Huge play from Nade right there, getting that clutch. Right there you saw Crim trying to get out of that situation. Didn't want to be caught inside B, but you see Nade with the great shots on Enable win that round. And those are the types of plays that are going to win you these big matches.
They're the kills you need to be getting, those clutch up moments. And you got to give him props as well, because after he picked up that first kill, without any second of hesitation, he'd already double jumped up. He was on the roof. He was desperately looking for the second. And that's exactly what you need to do, I feel, in Search and Destroy.
No, that was an extremely confident play out of Nadeshot. That's the type of play you want to see out of him if you're an OpTic Gaming fan.
Right now, Classic, though, with the bomb for Justus. 3 rounds to 1 down to OpTic Gaming. And Classic's trying to make a play here. Going to have Enable highlighted on that minimap. As you can see, he's pretty close. Classic should be able to get that bomb down relatively uncontested. And now, well, the ball is in your side of the court. OpTic, you need to be the team to make the aggressive play. Enable is going to pick up 1. He immediately gets traded, though. Scumpii, very, very tagged up. He needs to try and rotate all the way around the outside. Slack has gone down as well, but Scumpii, as soon as he turned that corner, immediately shut down. Crim is desperately trying to track down for those kills. 25 seconds left, though. Nadeshot now in a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, and they were using Formal at the front of the A bomb site, kind of almost as bait. They were flanking the other 3 players. I know he ended up dying right there, and then OpTic Gaming gets 2 kills, but they can never really get in there. I believe that was Mochilla and Classic finishing out that round for them. So big round win for Justus. Trying to get some of the momentum back in their favor.
Mochilla 6-4, having a great game. Enable 5-4 as well. So that old cursed duo playing pretty decently here in Search and Destroy, but OpTic still do have that lead. 3 rounds to 2 overall, and OpTic back on the attacking side. Now, last time they were on the attacking side, Matt, we saw them play maybe just a little bit passively. They slowed down the tempo. I want to see, again, a bit of an aggressive rush. Try and get that bomb down as quickly as possible. Take the fight back to Justus, which is exactly what Justus just did. And Hitmarker comes in from Crim on the nade, another one as well.
Yeah, and you saw, actually, I was on with Formal just flipping through screens, and he was actually stunned right at the beginning of the match. So it looks like a strong push from the players on Justus. Scump's going to take out 1, but Formal, you see, is right there to trade that kill. So big plays out of the players from OpTic Gaming.
Nadeshot, meanwhile, don't mind if I do, plants that bomb. That's the second plant of the game. He's 3-4. Crim and Formal, where are they positioned? Wow, oh, I like this play from Formal. Just looking for some kills. He didn't see anyone though, so he's going to have to track back. He has some overclock left if he needs it. So whilst all this is going on, Crim has separated up. So Nadeshot pretty much left by himself. He's actually got himself a 2-piece. We're going to see that in the final kill count.
Yeah, right as he was coming around the corner, I believe it was Slack. He had run out. Yeah, Formal was going to get that 2-piece. Right as he was coming around the corner, Slack, he had run out of his mute. So I bet you Formal started to hear his footsteps coming around the corner, and he is able to take him out, get OpTic Gaming close. So this is the best I've seen them play on Recovery, Search and Destroy, Ben. It looks like a completely different team.
This series is the best I've seen for Search and Destroy as a whole. Again, you ask the question, where was this in pool play? If they've been playing like this in pool play, 100% they go out with that #1 seed. But this is the OpTic Gaming I think a lot of people expected. Still some rooms for improvement, I feel, in some of the respawn, but right now they're playing very well. Nadeshot, watching him on the defensive side, look at how aggressive that push is, but not able to pick up Enable there. Enable 1 one shot. There's no other way of explaining it, but he turns around, does pick up the kill on Mochilla, and this right now could be the nade shot round. He's pre-aiming where Classic is going to be. He has Enable pretty much pinned at the bottom side. It's all going to be down to Enable, and nade shot's going to go for the challenge. He's going to pick it up, and that's going to be the defuse. OpTic Gaming going to go 5-2 into the lead here on Search and Destroy Recovery.
And you can see the difference. They're playing so aggressive on defense.
Right,
you know, we've seen them play further back with 2-3 snipers on this map, and it hasn't worked. And you see Nade and Crim going right on the flank right away. They can't change that playstyle going forward. They need to keep this going for the rest of the series. See Enable right there. That is not the face of somebody who looks like a good amount of comeback.
Yeah, he looks a little bit depressed, not going to lie, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. OpTic Gaming 5-2 in the lead, and they're going to be on the attacking side. Nade shot with that bomb. Are we going to see another aggressive push? Those concussion grenades come flying over. I think, is that also a smoke grenade over? No, it was just a concussion. Crimsic's already down for first blood. That was Classic being extremely aggressive. I'll highlight him on that mini-map. He's currently 5-6, but I love this play from nade shot, being so confident, but Mochilla has also gone, oh, well, then nade shot 1 versus 4, bomb down. That's the only thing he has going for him right now. He's going to go down, and Justus with an immediate reply.
Yeah, they definitely knew where he was. What's that?
Yes.
Nade's the only one left. The bomb has been planted. I wonder where he is.
Nade shot's mind, he's like,
like halfway through planting the bomb, he was probably regretting going to do that. Yeah, but, strong round right there out of Justus. Really put the pressure on here. You win this offensive round for them. They can win that defensive round with a good flank. They kind of found a strategy that works on defense. They've been stunning off the game, coming out of the spawn, and then pushing pretty aggressively. So if they can force it back to another defensive side, they have a very good chance of sending it to a round 11.
Well, Justus back on the attacking side. Enable with that bomb. It looks like they're already changing things up to what we're used to seeing. Enable just turned on his move, then taking it off pretty instantly. Maybe double thinking, pushing out of that door, but he has decided to do it now. Crimsix has drawn first blood on Classic. Enable is going to reply though, 3 versus 3. However, Moch has gone down as well. Crim and Scum both down for OpTic Gaming, so this is going to be a 2 versus 2. Enable and Slack against Nature on Formal.
Yeah, and you saw Crim, he got really aggressive through the jungle area. He was able to pick one up right off the bat, but then he was taken out. I would like to see him keep pushing. Huge kill right there. Formal on Enable, and he's going to be all up to Slack to keep Justus alive in this series.
And Slack desperately chasing. He has been spotted. He goes down, and OpTic Gaming take it. That's going to be them progressing through, and the animation in the booth so much better than what we've seen previously. A fantastic game that we just saw. It goes all the way to game 5, and well, what better fashion? A big clutch up in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, changed up a few of those strategies. Crim with those flanks, Formal playing extremely well. Just looked like a sigh of relief when they finished that game 5. Recovery, Search and Destroy, kind of the Achilles heel of this OpTic Gaming team. So to get this one out of the way, clutch up and win this game 5 against Justus definitely helps them going forward in the tournament. It's, big, but also, Ben, we got to give credit to where Justus, they play extremely well throughout the entire series.
Yeah, that was a fantastic series, as you said, man. You look at that scoreboard, the player that really stepped up for me was Formal. 9-6, dropping a 1.5 KD in that Search and Destroy. Nade shot as well. 3 plants. He was doing such a good job of getting that bomb down as often as he possibly could. And of course, that now means OpTic Gaming will be progressing into the next round of the winners bracket. And speaking of that winners bracket, Matt, let's take a look and see how things are developing in our winners bracket, because, we've had a long day of Call of Duty action.
Yeah, a lot of Call of Duty play today. So it looks like at the top of your bracket, it's going to be Prophecy going up against FaZe, which, Prophecy, a lot of people didn't expect them to beat OpTic Nation. I would consider that an upset.
No, they did not.
FaZe looked very strong against that Strictly Business team, also one of the stronger teams coming out of their pool. And then obviously at the bottom of the bracket, you see the matchup there. Envy against OpTic Gaming. Clayster going against Soul Team.
I wanted to see that. I actually had that in my bracket as a winner semi-final game. So I'm just saying, as the bracket looks, FaZe, Team Envy, and OpTic Gaming, that's 3 of my top 3 teams right there.
I mean, I still have a pretty good chance
for my bracket
to come back too. I mean, I have, I believe I picked OpTic Gaming FaZe in my finals. So
yeah, that could potentially be the winners bracket game if OpTic Gaming can go through Team Envious. But what a game that will be! As you said, the hype. It's going to be Clayster going up against that old team. And Clay earlier on, I have to give this a shout out. The clutches he got, the 1v1s, the sigh of relief, just the sheer look on his face was enough to tell the story.
Yeah, I mean, he needed to go clutch after he killed JCap in that second to last round. But, match that I'm going to be looking forward to, hopefully we get to see it happen, is that FaZe OpTic Gaming one. I think if that match can happen, I
can't wait for that.
I mean, obviously, the Team Envy OpTic Gaming match, that's going to be pretty intense in this room. But I think, we can see Aches going up against Crim6. longtime teammates.
Everyone wants to see that. That would be
this room will be
an
popping.
insane game. Well, that concludes action here from MLG Columbus. We hope you had a good day. Action continues tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you're there at MLG.tv.
My Mac is great. It's so delightful.